My name's Miriam Parker. I'm Director of Livestock and we specialise in livestock handling systems and training of livestock handlers. When you're considering your handling system, you've got to consider three elements in total. The first bit is the cattle themselves, their behaviour and how they're going to behave within the system. The other thing you've got to consider is your workforce and the people that are handling the animals in the system. It might be one person, two people, skilled or not. Final thing you've got to consider is the hardware, so it's the fabric of the handling system itself. So the gates and the sides and the crush and the floor and the lighting and the noise. When you're considering your handling system, the most important thing is any good handling system should pull animals through it rather than being pushed. So good design is looking at the handling system from the animal's perspective all the time, so their point of view of the system. Does it give them somewhere to go? Can they cover a clear way ahead of them? Is there plenty of space? Is it sending them in the right direction? That's one of the key things. So looking at your handling system from the animal's point of view. And that's the difference between maybe older designs or less efficient designs versus a more modern approach. Flooring is absolutely crucial in a handling system. Animals have an instinctive fear of falling. So if they've got good footing underneath them, they tend to move much more easily. The heart rate is less likely to go up and they feel more confident on the surface and they'll be quicker and easier to move. So getting your floors is absolutely essential. The next thing to consider is the lighting in the handling area. It's really important that it's well lit, but it's even and diffuse. Animals prefer to run from a darker area into a light or even lighting all the way through so that they can see clearly where you want them to go. So just think about your lighting in your handling area. In a well-designed handling system, quite often you'll see solid sides being used. And the reason for this is because that blocks distractions. So cattle are going to see clearly in front of them, but they're not going to get distracted by things to either side. So that focuses the cattle on where you want them to go. A lot of times particularly when you've got a lot of people handling, maybe on a TB test, cattle are easily distracted by animals in front and behind them, as well as just the general activity of the yard. So solid sides, block distractions, and keep cattle focused where you want them to go. Another area in a system, and it's a simple thing to sort out even in an older system, is the entrance into the raceway. Quite often a lot of people have a problem where animals are just turning and turning and turning. So you need to look at it, think from the cattle's point of view and give them ideally one straight side into the race and one at a slight 30-degree angle. And that means that every animal approaching the raceway can actually see up the raceway and you're more likely to get a better flow there. So looking at your 30-degree angle, one straight side, one 30-degree angle from your crowd area into your race. I've been privileged to work with a lot of farmers over the years, and there's very few farmers now, having made adjustments to their system, would ever go back to the way they were working before. And the difference is the cows are happier, the handlers are happier, and more importantly, they're safer.
The new system was purpose-built for our facilities. We had limited space and the system had to fit within a set area. Our previous system was fairly basic. It consisted of railway sleepers as the posts, and then we'd use motorway crash barriers as the fencing. We had gaps between the motorway crash barriers which, with hindsight, offered distractions to the animals. It meant they could see through the barriers and on occasion over the top of them. The flow didn't work particularly well because we had a lot of sharp angles within the system because of the straight nature of the barriers. And we found that using the system was quite frustrating. The animals weren't happy with it, we weren't particularly happy with it. It was taking a long time to get animals through the system and do what we needed to do with them. The installation of our handling system has been a significant investment for the farm business, but we've found the increase in throughputs of cattle and also the safety benefits it's brought have more than outweighed the cost.